Oh my gosh. It burns. So hi everybody, I'm doing my makeup. I just put on coated completely one eye in my Lancome CILS Booster Serum XL. That's good for your eyelashes. And we were talking about the Palestinian situation, but I wanted to split up my videos so that it wouldn't, you know, fall into the ether.
It really hurts.
Yeah, getting sand in your eyes does hurt. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, some forms of government in the Middle East require women to basically not exist. And that's okay because it's their religion. Like, I thought everybody wanted a separation of religion and politics, but when it seems to be anything, I know, like, I don't know what the comments were off for, but I got freaking serum and I got serum in my eye.
Why do you get everything in your eye, Mom?
I don't know, girl.
Seems like you get everything in your eyes.
But, like, wouldn't it be terrible if we had a president in the White House that literally made women cover up everything but their eyes? Like, it's a law. There was a girl that, I forget where this is from, but it's really popular, this news story. And she took off her, I don't know if it's called like a full, I don't know. But she took off all of that and she disappeared. She got disappeared. So, but then again, the point I was trying to make is that all, you know, you could even consider this a psyop, but like everything that you hear during wartime is 100% psychologically motivated and operated to make you feel one way or the other.
This is blue sky.
And yeah, to be honest, we live in a country where, like, I'll ask any of you, any one of you, what right do you not have? What right has been taken away from you? And do you think that Palestine needs to let in other media outlets because it's obviously biased? Because even the news stations are religious. And even though jihad and Islam, like jihad is just a sect of Islam, they still carry the same Quran around. You know what I mean? That's like, same way with Christians. Like, I'm comparing them directly. And is it not good to have, I am from Ohio, is it not right to separate? I thought, like, everybody was about the separation of church and state. And there's nothing really, I do not think that the Israeli government is as evil as you guys have been led to believe, but change my mind. Like, the whole reason I try to have these discussions is because, yeah, but anyway, this is all a ploy for oil, because if Israel isn't going to exist, where are they going to go?
Israel
They're also Middle Eastern.
Let's go Israel. What? I'm being funny.
Am I stoned? Well, I do vape medical, and that's pretty much it. I've been sober for almost 6 years. 6 years. My mouth is only open because that's how girls do their eye makeup.
That's how I do my lip makeup, Mom.
Yeah.
With my mouth open.
So anyway, this is just the protective serums. Okay, go back.
It's almost done.
This is supposed to be like a protective serum. Why can't I see? Are there no chats? Oh, there we go. I just couldn't see the chats. It like covers your freaking eyelashes and some freaking thing. But the main thing too I was trying to get at is like, what rights do you not have as an American? Like, speak up.
It took up the whole thing.
Arlo, Robin.
It's most of the blue sky.
That is the most beautiful thing you painted.
See, most of it's the blue sky covering the canvas. I was like, should I make gray skies or start blue? And I was like, blue.
Blue, because it's after he came back. And that's so beautiful, Arlo.
Thank you.
Now
Yeah.
I want you to get a piece of scratch paper and make me a comic.
Oh, I was already making
A 4-strip comic.
I was making us a little Avatar game that we could play together.
A comic.
Okay, I'll make you a comic. Like, thank you.
Okay, so when you say Zionism, that in itself, like if people were throwing around like terms, Zionist just means people who think Israel should exist. So if you don't like people that don't think an entire nation should exist, what is that besides genocidal? And like they literally taught us about it constantly at school. And again, I just am saying. No. Oh, Damascusville. I'm talking about stuff like in the Greater Israel. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Greater Israel? But they elected Hamas in 2006. Hamas got elected to rule over the Gaza Strip. And if you think that they don't have the money to fix this problem, I'm telling you, the fact that there's biased journalism on both sides.
On what side?
Also, like, they bombed the World Trade Center, and then, well, that's not a popular theory. I'm just talking about the greater, like, broader thing. I'm not talking about what might happen in the future. Crap, I lost my train of thought. Dude, same. But that's part of the human experience. We're supposed to get angry. We're supposed to have fastened down beliefs. Like the saying, if you stand for anything, you'll fall for nothing sort of bit. But like, you did not, and I know for a fact, hold these strong beliefs until October 7th when a massacre happened specifically targeting women and children on the side that you're fighting for, happened, and then they retaliated. Just like our own country did with fucking 9/11. So, also, I really don't think we should be throwing around terms like ethnic cleansing, genocide, Zionist. Like, that just means you're anti-Semitic, and they literally taught us that anti-Semitism is how it starts, like a real genocide. And you know what? They were saying, hey, Cecil, you know what they were saying back in the day? They were talking exactly how you guys are talking about the Jews, or people on that side. People that say they're anti-Zionist. It started like that. That's the whole point of teaching us that. Is like, it starts with a little bit of anti-Semitism, and then you're just out there saying like you wish people would die. You're talking about white colonial, or you guys call them colonials, colonizers, colonizers. Then what are you? Sorry, I got mascara in my eye, that's why it's red. But yeah, I mean, I'm not half pissed off. I'm just more half confused at how we don't get war is bad unless you guys were falling for a massive psychological operation propaganded by the Chinese Communist Party to get some of that good oil money, and that's all it's about. Well, not for Hamas, but like as far as the foreign aid goes now, as far as the military, it's all about who gets. So to me, it just seems like you guys are being anti-Semitic for no reason. Because I don't support, like, war at all. So I don't like that either side is killing people. But in this case, they actually had a right to fight. Like, they didn't have any right to fight besides how propaganda worked. Like, the Jews could not fight for themselves during the Holocaust. And that's the only difference here. And it just shows how powerful psychological operation does. How that's like how psychological operations work. The whole COVID thing. I'm not talking about anti-vaccine or if you got the vax or not. I'm talking about that whole thing. The de-establishing of the nuclear family is also so we can stay isolated, drunk, high, poor, alone, to be more susceptible to the man. When you have more money in the market, you're going to be sad when the stock market crashes. I see the feel the word. I don't see enough people using the word anti-Semitic because there are some, and also, I've never in my life, I don't even know how to draw a swastika, but like people putting that symbol just up and on, like using it to vandalize someone's car. Again, that is like, you guys are now putting up the hate symbols. But I don't feel the same way because, again, explain to me what a Zionist is that does not live in Israel. That'd be like, both governments are doing horrible things like governments do and have done for millions and gajillions of years, is what I'm saying. But you guys are turning it into a race and religion issue which is something as a society I thought we had grown out of. Because once you get propagandized, brainwashed, whatever, you're cooked. And if you don't have a family, if you don't have, enough time with new people, spontaneous interactions, you start to lose sight of what is even real because you're in an echo chamber. There's no one to have these discussions with you or with me because we're just seeing people that we agree with, which is why I like talking about stuff like this. Again, yes, I was saying this earlier. Same with Russia, same with China.
China.
That's what I'm saying. No one understands anything about the whole situation. So let's not take sides until we actually know the facts. Because, again, during wartime, you can look this up. Anything that you read about the conflict is propagandized to a certain extent. Just by the fact that it is about a war. Yeah, I'm on team stop bombing each other too, but I just don't see why. I don't understand what people are trying to do here when they're protesting at a place where they have a license to be there. Cops are protecting them. Like, there's no risk anymore. Like, what are you protesting if there's no risk to protest? Like, I could go on and 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 on. And, like, we love Luigi Mangione, but he's possibly a felon. And, like, I feel like that word is getting thrown against people, not just Trump, way too loosely because, like, I've been arrested in my past. Are you guys going to start calling me, like, a convicted felon? Even though they were all misdemeanors. But still, like, a convicted misdemeanor? Well, good. I hope you just start calling me that because it would sound really cool. I wish someone could find this one mugshot they took of me. I've been targeted by the police in this small town where I have to hide out in. But when the facts are obscured by propaganda on both sides and everyone has an agenda, then how do you come to conclusion then? The conclusion then is to stop supporting people killing each other on either side. It's anti-war. It's protesting the war, not taking sides. It's trying to make the war stop. Dude, I love Luigi, okay? Don't get me wrong. I love Luigi. But, like, when he gets out, like, are we, like, I don't know. Oh.
She thinks at her table, like, oh no,
Ohio.
And then the
bug
scientist.
It looks like Tiny Chef in a disguise.
No, it's actually the villain in the story. And then and then she beats him, and then they live happy. And then the princess and the princess happily ever after.
That's amazing.
My comic.
I like the one of her beating him.
Yeah.
Evil scientist.
Yeah, evil scientist Bugman. I haven't made the other story yet.
Dude, I know. The whole McDonald's thing is like...
Oh, McDonald has
a farm. Yeah. She's 5 years old. She's 4 feet tall. And she's in first grade already.
With a bad here and a bad there.
They say at 2 years old, you're supposed to be able to put 3 and 4 words together. Like, I like juice. Or I don't want to watch this. But she was, like, comprehending and having full conversations at 2. So, I got really lucky there. I want some comic books. Speaking of, how terrible is that Harley Quinn FETISH comic, like, they destroyed one of my favorite characters DC did. Her name is Arlo. Are they really? Because, like, I gave up on trying to... I mean, I know there's some good graphic novels, but you know what I mean? Like, mainstream graphic novels after that whole, like, I am not Starfire thing. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, the point of superheroes is so they can, like, be outside of our limited human thinking of, like, I hate being a girl that can't express herself how she wants, and, like, breaking above that to the point where you're something supernatural, because most people can't believe it. Yeah, dude, go John, let's do it. That is strange work to me, because also they could make so much more money selling it to the people, selling FETISH comics to the people that are interested in it. Like, none of it makes sense. And, like, I would hate to have, like, a teenager right now with the cell phones and the whatever. But yeah, dude, like, yeah, dude. I have been doing this so long and I've only got my eyes done. Yes, exactly. Because none of us have enough money to realistically change anything anyway. And when they're funding and protecting you to protest, there's no point. There's no point in protesting if you're getting protected by the police. Unless you want to get just, like, roasted by some rando bro on, like, YouTube in an interview. Like, I don't see the point. I just don't. Okay, I'm trying to take my skin from an L to W. Okay, but, like, so they had a board meeting and the entire freaking office agreed on this fart stuff. Sorry, I don't even say that. I normally don't even say that word. I say toot. What is that? Also, that's kind of, like, sickening to just unleash that, not even knowing what it does. Like, she even says, "Hey, kids," in one of the panels. If that's a bit, it's not funny. If that's a bit, it's not funny. Terrible. But, yeah, you can see how, like, money and power has gotten to every single facet. And even, I mean, you know that entertainment is propaganda. And yet, we can't discern when it... Anyway, but, even the media is pushing this, like, weird things, bro. They didn't realize, oh yeah, like, it's gotten to a point where, like, and I have children, obviously, and I interact with children. That's just what you call them. And young people, like high schoolers, pretty frequently. And, the, like, corn exposure that they have to go through at such an early age is friggin' up their whole majigs, bro. It ain't right. Oh, Arla.
Yeah.
Here's the tablet.
Every second. I'm still working on my comic.
Well, oh yeah, we can finish it at home.
See? They're riding in the carriage to a new state to live in a new palace because the old one got destroyed.
That's true. That's true. Even comedy isn't funny anymore. Like, it's not funny. How many times can you satirize this same person before it becomes a